Members of the Union Club virtually started most of the major clubs on the East Coast, and because that was true of Jekyll Island, many of the major decisions in the country were made. Business people to get together and communicate.
The Jekyll Island Club was a private resort located near Brunswick, Georgia. Accessible only by boat, America's most prominent citizens were members, and with their families they vacationed on the island in the winter and early spring. Members included Vincent Astor, George F. Baker, J.P. Morgan, Jr., and William Rockefeller.
Jekyll Island Club became sort of a winter rendezvous for all the members of the family. Grandfather James had become president of the Jekyll Island Club.
Jekyll Island claimed all the marshes from here to the Joyner River, from the Atlantic Ocean to the Joyner River west. There was a watchman on the south end. There was a watchman on the north end. Crane, Goodyear, Morgan, Baker, and all those people, their yachts stayed in the Sound, St. Simon Sound. They had smaller boats to come in, pick up their guests, and take them back out to the boat. The yachts had everything on them that, just like, the hotel have. Morgan or Crane, one of those people had a boat something like 300 feet long. Was supposed to have something like 75 people in crew. And when they get ready to give their parties, where you see they had the whole crew and everything out on the boat. And they come up here, pick their guests up, and they go out and stay to their parties and come on back in.
The real core of life in Jekyll Island's great days was to be found in the men's after-dinner talks. It was always of great things, of vision and developing. If they didn't have a map of the United States or the world before them, they had a map of industrial or financial empires on their minds. Dr. Walter B. James, 1920s letter.
Well, I think the Jekyll Island Club, as the McCashes say in their book, was the winter haven of America's millionaires. And they were the top people in the banking profession, legal profession, industry, commerce. For instance, in the panic of 1907, when the bankers came down under assumed names to draft a solution to the problem, and that solution became later the Federal Reserve System. And of course, great-uncle William Rockefeller, one of the founders here of Jekyll Island, he was involved when the first transcontinental telephone call was made, initiated here at Jekyll Island, with Rockefeller listening in to hear what was going on. Patched in, of course, was President Woodrow Wilson and Alexander Graham Bell. The call was received in San Francisco. Four of the offspring of Oliver Burr Jennings wound up in Jekyll Island in the winter months, from roughly Christmas to Easter. Great-grandfather Oliver Burr Jennings became one of the 6 stockholders when Standard Oil went public. Well, you could call it a public offering, but it was pretty private. Only 6 people were offered stock.